Concept 2, using a scatter plot to make predictions. Okay, so with scatter plots, they are showing us real data, okay? And that real data isn't going to be perfect. It's not going to fit a perfect equation pretty much ever, all right? But because it's real data, it's very useful for us in predicting something that might happen, okay? So in this case, we have a scatter plot, all right? And this is comparing age and height, and it doesn't tell us what, what thing, the age or the height of what thing, but I'm going to imagine that it's like a plant, okay? It's maybe a bamboo plant or something like that that grows pretty quickly. So if we are looking at this, and this is our data, we have some missing data, right? We don't know how tall our plant was at 28 months or 21 months, okay? And maybe that's something we want to figure out, all right? So we can use a scatter plot, and we can use our trend line, okay, our line of best fit, to give us a good idea of what that would be, okay? And in this case, we are going to make a line of best fit. And to do that, we're going to draw a line that's really close to as many points as we can get it close to, that has the same number of points above the line as it has below the line. Okay? And if you look at this next photo, you can see this one has the line of best fit predicted. Okay? And in this case, we have very strong correlation. Okay, our points are all really close to our line of best fit, and positive correlation. So it's pretty easy to see that our, even without the trend line, it's pretty easy to see that we're probably going to be somewhere in here, right? For our 21 months, we're probably going to be something like 78.5 or 78 1/3 inches at 21 months, and we're probably going to be up here at about 83 inches for 28 months. And with something like this, where you have such strong correlation, and our gaps in data are pretty small, right? We've only got one here that we are missing, but we've got one on each side of it. Even without the trend line, we can kind of see that on our scatter plot. Okay. But when we have a scatter plot with weaker correlation, okay, or larger gaps in data, it becomes a little bit more difficult. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw our trend line. Okay, and again, we're going to try and stay close to our points and keep about the same number above as below. All right, and one important thing to look at before you start is to understand what your axes are, what your variables are. Okay, so I've got page views for like a web page and signups. So this is something where people go to a page, right, and this many people go to the page, but only this many people sign up for whatever product they're selling. Okay. So that means, yeah, you can never have more people signing up than go to your page. And it looks like a lot of people go to your page, but only a few people sign up. Okay, just looking at the numbers. And to make my scatter plot, I'm going to pay a lot of attention to the first and last data point. Okay, and I'm not going to just draw a line between the two, okay, because that, especially in this case, would not be correct. Right? Because look at how many data points I have below, and I've only got one above. Okay, but I do want to try and keep those in mind. Okay, so I'm probably going to do something like this. Okay, that gets really close to a few of my data points. My last data point and my first data point aren't too far away, and I've got 3 data points below, 1, 2, 3 data points above, and I go through about 2 of them. Okay, So that would be a pretty good line of best fit just by eyeballing. All right. And if I had that, then I could predict, okay, if I want 300 page signups, I want 300 people to sign up for my product, I'm probably going to need up here like 27,500 people to look at my page. All right. If I only need 250 people, well, now I'm just back here. I'm at 24,750 or somewhere around there. Okay. So that's how you will predict a point. Okay. You'll predict by making a scatter plot, okay, or using a scatter plot that's already given to you and drawing a line of best fit, keeping it close to your values, all right, and keeping the same number of values above and below your line, and then looking at your variables and saying, okay, where does this match up? Where does my line of best fit go? All right.